Excellent day to you all from everywhere you're listening to me from. This is Dr. Badmos, United Nations Ambassador for Quality and Affordable Education in the whole of Africa. I call it doubles as UN diplomat on government bilateral trade in the whole of Africa. I'm the ambassador to National Health Council of Nigeria and the Republic of Turkey, formerly called Turkey, and I'm the global president of the Global Clusters Worldwide. It's mind surgery revolution. This revolution is always giving me joy. And the reason is that I understand that the quality of your mind determines the quality of your life. You know, the way we wanted our nation to be, when we see the developed nation, all of the things we wanted will only happen to us only if we have consortium of people that have developed mindset. It's a no-brainer. So having said that, I want us to dive into it. Our surgeon of the day is already here, and we're going to be learning a lot. Me, I've learned a lot from him. You understand? You know, he's a big brother I never had, and he's been there all the way, even from the genesis of the global clusters. He has been there giving every support, every advice, moral support, everything. There's nothing the global cluster wants to do now that you will not see his impact. Even our first year anniversary, you know, he supported massively. So it's a no-brainer. But and he's a supporter of anything humanitarian. He's a nation builder. He has built so many lives, and we're going to learn from him today. Before we dive into it, let's have the promo video of the mind surgery revolution. After the promo video, then we introduce our speaker, so that the surgeon of the day. So I want you, if you're here, please invite your friends and family. It's a rare opportunity to have our surgeon today. Let's have the promo, please. The promo of the mind surgery.
Imagine a world where your mind is your greatest ally. Welcome to the Mind Surgery Revolution by the Global Clusters. This movement is all about transforming your inner world, building mental resilience, cultivating mindfulness, and overcoming the barriers within. At Global Clusters, we believe in the power of introspection and self-awareness to heal, elevate, and empower. Through emotional intelligence and cognitive growth, we can unlock our full potential and face life's challenges with clarity and strength. Think about it. Leaders today are overwhelmed by expanding expectations and digital distractions. But by prioritizing core values and focusing on what truly drives us, we can navigate this complex world with ease. The history of neurosurgery, with pioneers like Harvey Cushing, shows us the incredible advancements in understanding our brains. Similarly, the mind surgery revolution invites you to revolutionize your mindset, just as brain surgery has revolutionized treatment. Even cutting-edge brain-computer interfaces are showing us the limitless potential of the brain's plasticity. But it's not just about technology. Holistic health approaches, like those from Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, emphasize the crucial connection between mind and body. Transform your mind, and you'll transform your world. Be part of the mind surgery revolution by joining us at theglobalclusters.org. Stay tuned for updates, events, and tools to elevate your mental resilience and well-being. Every meeting matters. Don't miss your chance to grow with us.
Every meeting matters. Don't miss your chance to grow with us. Transform your mind and you will transform your world. It is a no-brainer that the essence of this mind surgery is for us to transform our lives. And it is the consortium of great life that constitutes a great nation. Having said that, the surgeon of the day is here, and I'm super excited. He's a CEO and chairman of about 6 companies. 6 companies that have chains of branches. You know, the mother company is Arkview Investment Limited. He's the ambassador for quality and affordable homes in the whole of Africa. This man has led, team like us. I'm one of his team members. You understand? I'm one of his buddies, and to build um, the biggest privately owned estates in Africa. So it's a no-brainer to learn from this kind of person. And it didn't come from money. It's not that there was one money somewhere. So, and he was able to get to where it is. The essence of him being our surgeon of the day is the fact that when he speaks to us today, everyone will have a takeaway. And I need everyone that will be listening to this message, his story today, should give us their submission in all their social media handles. Having said that, I want our host to bring up Dr. Segun Osundairo to the spotlight, and so that we can dive into it. Great shout out to the 001 Mind Surgery Revolution in the person of Dr. Michelle Uko, wherever she is right now. We're greeting you. So let's have the surgeon of the day, Dr. Segun Osundairo. We want to learn from you again. We want to drink from your wealth of experience. We want you to perform surgery on our mind. You understand? So over to you, sir. We want to learn your childhood, your adulthood, your teenagehood. How was it like? How did you get to where you are today? Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Segun Osundairo, like Ambassador rightly said, and it's always my pleasure to be here. I'm part of you, and any way that anything that has to do with good, and that's word quote good. You always see me associated with it, and that has been my journey. I once said it on this platform that my mom told me that if you want to go to school in 1990, that you must work. If we don't work, we can't. There is nothing. Then we can't eat. They will not be able to eat or attend school. So that information got into me, and a greater percentage of my life actually took in that word. And from that point, I started working, So I've been working since 1990, at a very tender young age. And that has actually shaped my life, my world. And up to this moment, it's either I'm working or, or doing something productive, something to change the narrative, something to help humanity. Anything that would transform lives and change our society for better. That has been my desire and my aspiration at from that point. So, and that's it. Ambassador, thank you for bringing this big platform into reality. This is what we need. This world needs people like you, people that can change the dynamics, people that can come up with from nothing and bring out something. I'm super proud. I'm happy that this is available. And I always encourage you that let's this go around the world. The world, because we have other social media platforms. So what do we read there? We read news, we see content, we love. But in this very place, we are talking about the future, now and the future. You are addressing all the challenges we are facing in the world, and you are also providing solutions. Most especially we in Africa, because we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. I was at the CES conference in January in Las Vegas, and the CEO of Accenture, I heard that clearly. She said, in the US, she said they started with the people, You know, they have been able to solve most of the humanity problems. That's the people's problems. They said they left the people, they move into process, and they have been able to settle, work on processes, work on ways of doing things, ways of working in life. And she said they left process into tech. That's technology. Yeah, they have been able to connect the world. They brought internet. They brought so many things. And she said they left tech. They went into the data, the big data. Now we have 5G. I'm very sure very soon 6G will actually be coming up. With 5G, you can do surgery without even, being with the person. You can do laser surgery. So many is actually happening in the healthcare industry, e-commerce, and the likes. With the help of 5G. And she said they have left the big data now. They are now in the world of AI. AI would actually help them to change, to quicken to help humanity in resolving many problems. It will help you to streamline all your work rates and help you to get results faster. So and exactly that's all you are doing here. You have been able to bridge the gap for humanity. All right, this morning I'll be talking on most in-demand skills in 2025 and beyond. Demand skills in 2025 and beyond. You see, the world is moving very fast, and organizations who are moving, they are always looking at how can they change the narrative. You see, COVID-19 has really shown us so many things that anything is possible. So you have to be prepared. As a person, you have to be prepared. You have to be futuristic. As an organization, you have to be futuristic. The world is moving at a pace that there is rapid advancement of technology, which has also created a massive demand for professionals with specialized skills. So you must always check yourself and see how to advance in your skills and becoming a better version of you. Whether you are a beginner, exploring tech, or maybe you are a professional looking to upskill, or an entrepreneur aiming to leverage tech, learning the right IT skills can open doors to high-paying jobs and exciting opportunities across various industries. So this morning, this lecture is going to be divided in two folds, or let me say, so you'll be seeing skills that you have to just deploy, which we are as a group, we are daily, working on, and we have been able to deploy it also into our system. Look at this quote by Bernard Marr. Bernard Marr says, "Those who lack digital literacy will be at a severe disadvantage when it comes to competing for jobs and business opportunities by 2030. So whatever career path you decide you are in today, you must be digitally literate. You must be digitally inclined. So you don't want to be on the other hand. So no. The first skill you must know about and learn is AI. Just like what the CEO of Accenture said, AI and machine learning, that is where the world is now. The world is so big in that space that, everybody must, even at any age you are, you must look at AI and do something in that regard. It says AI is a set of technologies that enable computers to perform variety of advanced functions, including the ability to see, to understand, and translate spoken and written language, analyze data, make recommendations, and do so many things. Now, as you are posting online, most of the social media platforms, they have optimized them with artificial intelligence, whereby they are mining your data, they are mining your information. So if you go to ChatGPT now and insert your name, you'll be shocked at the level of information that the ChatGPT will be providing. So that shows that you are not hidden. Anywhere you go, people can easily get to know you. It's just a click away. And because of AI, AI is really doing so much for this world. Someone said that posting for AI jobs are growing by 3.5 faster than all jobs. Now, for all AI posting in 2012, there are more. Okay, 2012. There are more 7 jobs posting in 2024. Now, people are now looking for how to get those who can do the job. AI engineers who can automate their all their processes, and it is possible. You can easily go and learn it. It's available. In fact, there are global brands who are hiring AI engineers, like Apple, like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook, and many more. Most of these tech giants, if you if you can be skillful in that area, you surely get hired, and you surely get paid very well. So that's number one. Number two is becoming a data scientist. Data science. Your job. It's as a data scientist, a professional. You collect large amount of data using analytical, statistical, and pragmatical skills. You are responsible for using data to develop solutions tailored to meet the organization's unique needs. Some of the most industries mostly in the fintech, in the finance, healthcare, e-commerce, they have large data. So who is going to manage all this data? And that's just the question here. For example, let's use e-commerce like Temu. See the number of people going into Temu to buy from Temu. Healthcare, finance. Even okay, let's talk about a brand in Nigeria in the finance, maybe GT Bank. Data, they are managing data. They have over 1 million customers. And when you talk about data, they are, ATM cards, talk about your BVN, your NIN information. So they need data scientists to manage all this data, which is very important. And for you out there, you are looking for how to get this done. There are schools that you can easily go. In less than 6 months, you become a data scientist, and you become a global citizen, whereby you can work anywhere in the world. Number 3 is cloud computing. Cloud computing. They are called cloud engineers. They are crucial for helping businesses leverage the numerous advantages of cloud computing. That's including enhanced scalability, flexibility, and cost effectiveness. Like cloud engineers are tasked with designing and maintaining secured, efficient, and reliable cloud infrastructures tailored to meet their company's specific needs and objectives. It's just like going to build a house in the cloud. Like having your house, your data center. There is somebody that would actually build that house, and it's just like we as a group now, we make use of AWS. That's from Amazon, and we pay them every month. So there are engineers, or let me say cloud architects, that are expert into building cloud computing. So they go up there to build, and they host it for you, and it's there. You know, there except maybe most companies now, they are moving away from on-site cloud storage system to having it online, because online is more secured, it's more advanced, and can be remotely connected with anywhere in the world, as long as you have internet. You can easily go into your that data center online and see what you have there, because you have been able to warehouse it, build that house, and store your information there. I have somebody in the US that's what he does. That's what he's doing, and even he's even ready to even train as many as possible, those who are interested, with just something, small fee like that. So this is exactly what where the world is now, and the world is moving, in the next 5 years. So cloud computing is very important. Like as a company now, we have both on-site and off-site where data warehousing that we are making use of, because we have many customers information that we must keep. If you should lose any, it's a big problem to retrieve. So and we have engineers that we are paying heavily to just to what make sure that our our data centers are well managed, in fact well preserved. And it's just like the on-site one. The on-site one in the office has a 24/7 AC system, whereby the AC must be working 24/7, just to preserve, make sure that the place is cool, and okay. So there's always a backup batteries, inverter system in place. Same as for the cloud own as well, AWS. In fact, we are even looking at expanding it. You can also expand it. I remember Ambassador was there when we were talking about the one for ArcPay. Presently, our house, our data center we are currently using 16 gig. And we said, let's expand it to 32 gig. So it's just like you having a 2-bedroom and say, okay, let's build a duplex so that we can have enough space for the family, because the family is growing, and architect or a cloud at all to do it. In fact, I introduced someone in the US, and as we speak, she's at the stage 3. She must do about 5 stages before going for the international, for the exams. And hey, if you can pass the exam, you become a global citizen. You see Amazon, they'll be looking for you to come and help them, because they're always working every day, and keeping the world information. Number 4 is mobile app development. There's no company now that is, let's use Global Cluster as a good example. You have your app. Some people actually develop this app, and as they have developed this app, they'll be paid. Now we have many of them here in Nigeria. They involve. You see them sitting down with people like Ambassador, planning and looking at prototyping. You can also prototype. They design. They look at the back end. There's something they call UI UX development. That's users interface and users experience feel, whereby when you are opening the app, it must be an interesting platform whereby you want to always come back and come back and come back again. Just like all the banking apps we have, there are some of them that you would also just like to use because the mobile app developer has been able to work, he has brought in a specialized skills into the UI UX environment. So it's very important for everyone here. You can also learn how to build an app. We are currently building 3 apps, and as we speak, in the next few months time, all these apps would actually be delivered, because in fact we most of our activities can be done online. You don't even need to come to the office, and you can also it's mobile. That's the advantage of the mobile app. You are mobile anywhere in the world. You can always make the best use of it. So applications, and you can also develop it after becoming the engineer. You can also build and be selling. It's just like somebody that is baking bread. You bake your bread, you keep it in the store, and you're selling. I remember we actually wanted to buy before we had to get the engineers to build, from the scratch. And the reason why we decided to build from scratch was because we saw that, okay, we must be able to impute our own mindset into it from the beginning, so that in the future it shouldn't be somebody else's mindset. Just like what the global cluster is a good example. Ambassador was able to sit with them and said, okay, add this, do this, do this, do this, do this, and now we have a very beautiful mobile app. Number 5, network and information security. This is very, very important. In fact, I also have a friend in the US that is called Risk Management Framework, RMF. You can Google this, and you can also become an information security expert. You see, all what I have just explained, the very 4 I've explained, you need this person to be the gatekeeper, to be watching over your data, to be watching over your data center, you'll be watching over your cloud computing, to be watching over everything. So they're called information security expert. In the US, they don't joke with this. Their roles and responsibility is to protect an organization's computer networks from cyber attacks, breaches, and similar activities. They are highly sought after. In fact, in the US, they are looking for them, because US with data, security, they don't joke with security. So if you can, I can introduce you, anybody interested, I can introduce you into somebody that's going to train you within 6 months. You become a certified network and information security expert. It's called Risk Management Framework. There are about 7 stages whereby you have to go through, and before you know it, you start earning in so it's very important. It's one of the major skills in 2025 and beyond. Number 6 is called project management. Most organizations are now recognizing project managers. It's a critical function that drives successful strategic initiatives. It's very important for you to have somebody to manage any project. Just like the way we are developing apps, we have project managers employed just to bring everybody together and make sure that everything works. Because as you are developing the app, you have about 3 major legs, 3 major departments that you must bring together. When you talk about the developer, you talk about the regulators. Let me use ACPay as a good example. The regulators, they are the CBN and the NI, like CBN, they are the regulators. Then you also have the third parties, those who are going to integrate with, like NIPS, interbank settlement systems, like InterSwitch, they are in charge of cards, like uh, Zoho, Zoho in charge of your mails. Several of them. Those in charge of So you now need a project manager to bring everybody together. So because the developer only understands how to develop the app, CBN is expecting you to come and get their license before you can operate, and InterSwitch. So you need a project manager is very, very important. It requires capabilities, having become one of the most transferable and valuable skill set across industry. So it's very important. You must be able to understand that somebody must be at the center to bring everybody together. To make sure that everybody is doing what he or she should do. Number 7, content creation and copywriting. The demand for high quality content has exploded across digital channels, creating opportunities for writers and social media marketing professionals who can craft compelling messages that can cut through the nose beyond basic writing skills. Today's content leaders with a strategic vision and an understanding of audience psychology. Like all platforms source for compelling content to drive in traffic. All platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Google, TikTok, Instagram, all platforms. Because when you have a very good content, it will bring in traffic. So if you see that you are skillful in that area, you can build on it. It's very important. Or you know how to write very well. It's a skill that people now pay for. Content creation and copyright is very important for you to understand that. Even I have a company. We are into advert and media. All the adverts you see on your screen, some people are actually at the back end making, creating and crafting it and delivering. We buy from them and we sell to maybe Coca-Cola, Nigerian breweries, and we make our money. We also help them to showcase most of this content out there on our billboards. So it's one very, it's one in which you also understand. You see most of those skitters, online, and you see them. You see what they just drive in traffic, and before you know it, companies go to them and advertise. So it's a skill that you can build on, and it will surely help you and bring in resources into you. Number 8, creative thinking. I got to see this when COVID came. At that point, if you are not creative, in fact, after COVID, many companies actually collapsed because of what? Lack of being creative, to thinking outside the box. Thinking outside the box. Creative thinking is a skill that you must always put up your thinking cap as we speak, because the world is evolving, things are changing. The demand for creative thinking we keep growing every year. In fact, every year, because you just have to be creative. It is the ability to think differently about a problem and a motivation to produce new and valuable things. New and valuable things. That's being innovative. It's about coming up with a solution other than others may not have considered. So it's very important to be creative. You have to be open-minded, to receive, from unconventional ideas. So it's very important for you to be creative because, for example, in our organization, we are always creative. We always come up with projects, and that has kept us moving. You must, in this economy in Nigeria, you just have to be creative, and that has also led us into having many subsidiaries. Okay, if this is not moving, this will surely move because of what? Ability to think differently, crafting out something out. You must always sit down and I was listening to Pastor Sam yesterday. He said he used to go to Bar Beach, sit on a Saturday, and from there, just looking at the ocean, ideas do drop into his system. So you look at how is it that you get your own ideas too. Some it is when they are in the bathroom, some it is when they are in their office, it depends. And what you need to do is to always write down, because you need those internal thoughts to becoming things for you. So creative thinking is very important at this time and at this time. Look at this. Somebody said AI systems cannot produce new ideas independently. They need expert input and fine-tuning. And for that, businesses need their people equipped with creative thinking abilities. So AI cannot think for itself. People would actually think and give AI what to do. You see, and before you know it, AI will now expatiate and expand it and turn it, So AI needs from you as well. So that's just the thing about it. So number 9 is communication skills. And I like this with Ambassador. Ambassador can communicate very well. There is no surprise that communication skill is one of the top in-demand skills. Every business needs people with the right communication style to build rapport with co-workers, customers, and other stakeholders. The level at which Ambassador is driving global clusters in the next 2 years, the world would actually hear about this project, and before you know it, it's everywhere. So communication skills is very important. If you know you have it, you can always build it. When you build it with those who are creative, before you know you can produce something for the world. See what Elon Musk is doing. Elon Musk is creative, but he has people around him who are helping him to communicate most of his skills, and which is very important. In fact, I wonder that we as a company, we pay Elon Musk, we pay all these people every month. We are using Starlinks in our office. We are using Starlinks in our schools. And, because of the fact that they have been able to creatively and communicate their skills into the world, So communication is also it's also about effective collaboration. Lack of alignment between teams, as poor communication, negatively impacts project outcomes. So even as a company, communication is very important. You must always send mails and make sure that there is a feedback, from customers. So the same, other negative practices of shifting blames, concealing information, or just perpetually forgetting to share updates with colleagues. This can break a system if you don't communicate effectively. There's this quote that says that business communication is among the top global emerging professional skills, rising in demand by 19% at the end of 2025. So it's very important for you to sell out your idea. Number 10, sales and teamwork skills. You have to Sales skills like persuasion, negotiation, and relationship building. Whether you are in the HR or you are in the operations department, you must constantly sell. You must sell your agenda. You must sell your ideas. You must sell something. I remember when I started marketing in 2008. I told myself that I must speak with minimum of 10 persons in a day. So some days it might be 20, it might be 25, but the minimum, the least must be 10. So in a week, I must have spoken with 50 persons. And out of 50 persons, I used to have about 10, 15 for site inspections on Saturday. And by Monday, maybe like 2, 3, 5 would actually ask for the form and give me my check. So and within 2 years, I had over 200 clients. So sales, you must build on this. Everybody, you must just go and see how to build your sales idea, and also teamwork. Working together well as a team means smooth work, and you must be able to to resolve issues more effectively. It's very important because it will help your workflow and you become more organized, as an organization. Number 11, I'm rounding up. Emotional intelligence, which is the ability to understand and manage your emotions, managing your emotional responses and maintain a high awareness of how others are feeling and the effect you have on them, like empathy, self-awareness, good listening skills, and sensitivity, example of emotional intelligence. Employees with high level of emotional intelligence can motivate other team members, resolve conflict quickly, and create a positive work environment. So emotional intelligence is one skill that you have to build. It helps your environment, you take out the toxic system around you, and become a better person, and you have a better world. I like what Ambassador is always doing, seeing how to build lives. And that's exactly what we are talking about here. Emotionally, despite the fact that people are going through so much, he always comes out with his best. Despite the fact he also is going through so much, you can't see that in his face. He has worked on his emotions, and that is actually helping even the global clusters, at large. The final one is leadership skills. We must all become a leader. In any field you are, we must all put up our leadership, caps, and see how to lead. A good leader will always inspire and inspire his team to do their best, even during tough times. This is an essential skill in companies that experience a lot of change, like startups. You know, as a young company, you must be strong at heart. In the last 2 years, it's been challenging for our industry, the real estate industry. But as a leader, you must always be up and doing. You must always be strong, because if you are not strong, your followers or your team members, they will actually fall apart. So everybody must put up the thing. Strong leaders also share traits like integrity, good communication skills, gratitude, and influence. Great leaders know how to attain and retain team trust. High trust in leadership leads to higher employees' engagement and better psychological safety at the workplace. This in turn improves the overall company culture, which attracts more people to work for or do business with your company. Um, it's very important, every one of you, anywhere you have found yourself, become the leader there. Own that space, own that company, see it as your own. When you see it as your own, you'd actually give your best. And when you give your best, you see results. Don't say that it's not mine, it was my own. Am I the owner of Global Cluster? No. Those that as we are moving now, this is the best time to move and move together. And before you know it, the sky is just the starting point. So I know all these few points I've shared. I believe that we have learned, we have been able to learn 1, 2, 3 things here. And if you have any question, you can ask me. Thank you.
Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. I we're really, really, really grateful for this, and I believe everyone on the show have picked 1 or 2 things as their takeaway, but we'll be getting their feedback. Excellent morning to you, the whole one mind surgery revolution of the global cluster in the person of Dr. Michelle Uko. You're welcome. Please kindly give us your take on today's mind surgery revolution. Over to you, Dr. Michelle.
I've always enjoyed listening to the doc of Opview, the CEO. He has always reinvented himself each and every day because of the concept that is a noble concept, a universal concept, and giving back. And what do I mean? What does he do? He actually gives away his intellectual property. If you are listening to us today, there's no way, once he went through the checklist, that you don't have a practical solution to invest in yourself, to change your mindset, to become a mind surgery specialist. I've always enjoyed whether he's online or offline, and even in my generation, there is takeaways that I will immediately implement. Interesting enough, he doesn't know. I got a chance to, when I was in the US, to meet many people that I hadn't seen since the year of 1975. That meant that I hadn't seen them in 50 years. And many of the people, they're in my age group range between 65 and 70. Those who did not do what he's simply advocating, reinventing yourself, investing in yourself, remember the checklist, they have not been happy with themselves and their life achievements. It is not at 69 and 70, you now look back and you say, you wish you could have, you should have. You need to do that today. So you have practical solutions to become your mind surgery surgeon and specialize here. You have somebody who gave away intellectual property that in the US, to have somebody like him come to a conference, we would pay him a minimum of $500. So having said that, thank you so much for sharing once again your intellectual property.
Wow, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, man. I'm grateful. Thank you, man.
So that is the voice of Dr. Michelle Uko, the 001 Mind Surgery Revolution of the Global Clusters. And we have some other great people in the studio today, and they'll be giving their submission. Let's hear from the diction guru himself. That is Cluster for Rex. What's your take on today's Mind Surgery Revolution? Cluster for Rex.
Yes, boss. Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Dr. Michelle Uko. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Ambassador Aziz. Thank you, everyone listening in. Thank you, our spokesperson, Dr. Shegun Oshundairo. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for giving us all these amazing points. And before I mention these points, I would just like to say that Thank you, sir. The global president has said good things about you. I have not met you physically, yes, but I follow you on Facebook, and I follow you on Facebook, and I see what you're doing. Sometimes I watch some of your, schools you go to, or schools you have been to, and how you're encouraging learners, how you go there and you tell them that the future is truly bright. Thank you very much, sir. And I know that the global president didn't make any mistake by bringing you, our way, by introducing you to us. And thank you very much, sir. You would have seen us last week or 2 weeks ago. There's this new person. He's into solar, a businessman here in Kwara State, and I was opportune to get him on board. You understand? And he has been joining some meetings. And though he was down, he was a little bit under the weather. So we planned. You would have just seen us, sir. You would have just seen us in Lagos. But I know that you're still going to see us, because he's really intentional, and he has made up his mind that, oh, so this is the global clusters you have been telling me, you have been talking about all the while. Oh, now I see. He has seen things with his own eyes, and he knows that we are not joking here. The global clusters has come to stay. This is a nation building project. And each time I tell people, there's the CEO of Agri Investment, Dr. Shegun Oshundaro, and we have this in Lagos, we have this here and there. And they keep asking, do you have anything in Kwara State? I said, no, they will soon come. You understand, sir? And I remember asking the global president, Ambassador Aziz, my own noble boss. I have asked him, I said, sir, in fact, Oga knows I'm on his neck. I've been on his neck. He said, well, guy, the one on ground first, the global cluster, let's expand it first. Go move everywhere with it first. Leave, don't worry, ArcView is coming to Kwara State. I said, Oga, let this thing come fast. People are asking me on a more serious note, sir. Each time I tell people ArcView, they say, I'm in Kwara State. I need something in Kwara State. I said, don't worry. It will come to Kwara State. And we can't wait, sir. All right, because of time, and so that others can give us their contribution, you talked about most in-demand skills in 2025 and beyond. That means something we can start to use right now, and it will continue. It will not go stale. You understand? We will be able to apply it now and apply it later on. So number 2, you talked about be a data scientist. Number 3, you talked about cloud computing. Number 3, cloud computing. Number 4, you talked about mobile app. And look at our app, the Global Clusters app. And this is what I showed to people. I was at a car stand the other day, and I was talking to the guy. So I just showed him the app. I ensured it loaded in his presence. I showed him, this is our marketplace. This is the money. Look at, people are already using this space to sell their products. A promo seller can use our app. Whether you're educated, you can use it. If you're not educated, you can use it. Provided you have something upstairs, you have something. You have one skill or the other. It's not about your grammar. So number 5, you talked about network and information security, which is very, very important. We need, like Ambassador Adekunle Badmus used to say, that your network is your net worth. So number 6, project management. Number 7, content creation and copywriting. Number 8, creative thinking. Number 9, communication skills. Number 10, sales and teamwork skills. Number 11, emotional intelligence. Finally, leadership skills. And our boss here has been a good leader. He is not just talking and talking. It's obvious. Look at what he has been able to create. And every time we have an opportunity to anchor one of our meetings, I always say that, thank you, the global president, for not allowing this vision to die. Thank you for not sleeping on it. Thank you for sharing it with positive thinkers, people that are positive minded. And that's why I cannot stop thanking Dr. Michelle Uko for being our leader. You understand? Your mind, how you think, what you think about, what you feed your mind, you understand? Will really it will really bring out what you have. I mean, what you have within is what you bring out. You cannot give what you don't have. So thank you very much, everyone, for this opportunity. Thank you, the Global President. Thank you, Dr. Michelle. Thank you, our noble spokesperson. Out of your busy time you have come to, we cannot thank you enough. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. That is the voice of the
Thank you very
dictionary.
much. It's my pleasure. Thank you. Very soon we are coming to Kwara. Don't worry, we are coming.
Yes, we are
Hallelujah,
coming.
hallelujah, hallelujah,
Thank
I've
you.
hallelujah,
told you that we
hallelujah.
are coming to Para in no time. Don't worry, Nijivi. So, having said that, thank you for that contribution. Let's have Ms. Ortega. Ms. Ortega, what's your take on today's mind surgery? In 1 minute, please, so that others can contribute. Hello, you have to unmute yourself all the way from Delta State. Unmute yourself, please. Then Ambassador Ortega.
Yeah. Good
Yeah, we can
morning,
hear you.
the viewers. Good morning, my chairman. Good morning,
Good
Dr.
morning.
Sheung. I really
No,
appreciate your
Shegun.
summit. I'm joining you for the first day.
Yes.
I'm joining you for the
Yeah.
first day over the summit. I really appreciate and adore your summit this morning. I am Mrs. Ortega, Dr. Mrs. Ortega from Delta State, Robo. I'm so privileged to meet with Ambassador Badmos. He has been so wonderful. His guardian is putting me through to be ensure that Delta State come to pass as well. The thing is, as I'm joining you for the first day, I will still need to keep joining you all this way for the meeting. Then I will truly know what it's all about. Yeah, let me just appreciate the house for accepting me here today, for letting me be one of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, everyone.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you
sir.
for.
Thank you very much, ma. Mrs. Ortega. Thank you. Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you very much. Okay, having said that, let's have Clusterian Cypran Nwankwo, the 002 Genuine Love Revolution of the Global Cluster. What's your take on today's mind surgery? Clusterian Cypran.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I appreciate you so much, Dr. Sheun. I appreciate you,
Shegun.
Ambassador.
It's not Shegun. It's Shegun. Dr.
Okay,
Shegun
okay.
Ushitayo.
Apologies, please. Apologies.
No problem. No problem.
Okay, I appreciate the 001 of this mind surgery, Dr. Michelle.
Yes.
So it's been insightful. I must be very sincere. All the things listed, all the things Dr. Chegun gave us, they were all great. Like they are relatable. You can easily see the importance. You can easily see they are part of this new world we found ourselves. Okay, then looking at it from the angle of a founder, you will see that it's no longer about hiring just a manager or a receptionist or secretary or just a human resource personnel. You we now have much more work to do. Understand? Talking about cybersecurity to protect what we have up there. Talking about project manager to take up projects, bring harmony, be in the middle of all the other people that are subcontracted to do the work or something. So, in fact, they are all very, very wonderful. I believe that going forward, we now see the challenge ahead of us. Some of us that are still coming up, yeah. And of course, knowing how to integrate it. Then creative thinking, of course, because that's very, very important. Everything lies or starts with it. Let me not say lies on it. Everything starts with creative thinking. The part that he said we should write it down. That's very powerful because thought is like network. They come and go. If you can't use it, someone else will. And if you're able to put them down, maybe the time that you will need them most, when they are no longer within your subconscious, you can easily go and get your jotter and see where you wrote it down, and then every other thing will take shape. So thank you so much,
Mm.
everyone. Thank you, our spokesperson today, for this wonderful one.
Thank you very
Wow.
much.
Thank you very much. Thank
You
you.
are spot on. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you very
Thought
much
become
for
things.
clarifying one call.
Is if well if
Yeah.
written down. Yeah.
All right. Let's get a submission from Ambassador Abosedeko. What's your take on today's mind surgery and concerning our surgeon?
All right. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sirs. Uh,
Yes.
Dr. Shegun Oshundairo, I really appreciate you. Good morning, Ambassador, and our whole one mind surgery, Mommy Michelle. Good morning, house. I just want to, because I just want to thank God for joining this mind surgery this morning, because I didn't join at the beginning, but when I just saw the message the ambassador posted, then I saw and immediately I saw it, I said, wow. So I quickly rushed down and joined the meeting. And in fact, what I've gained today, I've been searching for this, though I joined from number 4. So, but all that engineer said today, he's only speaking from number 7, content creation and copywriting, creative thinking, communication skills, 10 says, and down to 12, they are all for me, because
Mm.
I am an English person. I major in English and literature as a professional teacher. So I write a lot. So the creative thinking, and I've actually been looking for what to do, what to get, to make out of what I'm actually into. I'm doing educational management currently. So I've just been thinking, because I want to make some, because I know I talk a lot, and I have a boss in Ambassador Adekunle too that has great communication skills. So I've just been looking at what I will make out of all these. At least people are making it in the world, they are making waves. And at the global clusters, we have been exposed to much teachings via our Ambassador Adekunle Badmus. We have been exposed. So anybody that is still working with Ambassador that is not making something out of it, I think the person needs to check him or herself. And there's
Mm.
someone said that the best way to become rich in life is to move with the achievers, to listen to those that have achieved and actually work with it. And the best way to become poorer is to move with those that have low minds, no minds, and those that are not going anywhere, sitting down and just talking about something that is not relevant. So I want to say a big thank you to our doctor engineer this morning, sir. Honestly speaking, when I saw you were the one talking, I was really happy, because I'm listening to you sometimes, but I think this morning I'm listening to you in a new dimension, and you actually taught us like a lecturer. And I think I'm right if I call you a lecturer, but sincerely speaking, these are many, many things we rush after in education. Need to think and write and read in order to pass, to make a good score. Thank you by your level of achievement. I'm inspired by your level of work. I'm inspired by ArcView. I'm inspired by the global clusters. And ArcView is one of the leading estates management company, how will I put it, that has inspired me. I remember when they came to the Hilltop Estates, when they advertised on the radio, I had Mr. Fuad then, and then I've not even had contact with that view. I just listened to it and I made a move the way he spoke, and I made a move and struggled to get half a plot in that place. And today it's just a thing of joy to me that I'm part of that great move. So thank you very much. Clip it all. You are hardworking. You are intelligent. You encourage. Each time we see you, we feel like we want to move. You are dragging us, ambassador. They are dragging. Mommy Michelle, they are dragging. So I'm just blessed to be with people like you, and I don't think I want to let you all go soon.
Wow.
Thank you very much for this one. I think I'm going to work with number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 12 extensively. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody, once again. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Abosede,
Yeah.
I'm happy that you took that decision by investing in Treasure Hilltop Estate, Commander Lagbado. When it was launched in 2021, we were selling 10,000 naira per square meter, but today we are selling for 85,000 naira per square meter. So congratulations once again. Thank you.
Wow, amazing. That is a step of a smart investor there. You can see he said she struggled to make sure she put it there. And today, from 10,000 to 85,000, that is times eight. You understand? In 4 years. In 4 years. Real estate is a no-brainer. And we've been saying it before and now. In the next 25 years, Nigeria will be the third most populous nation after India and China. You'll be over almost 500 million. People will need a place. One of the places thought that they are bush right now. They are no longer bush. They will become a very strong community, and you need to dive into it. And that is why you need to pay attention to all of the concepts that surround real estate, as the ARE. On a final note, let's hear a submission from Cluster and Williams, the our first generation manager. Let's get your submission on a final note. What's your take on today's My Surgery? Cluster and Williams. Williams, are you there? Can you unmute and speak to us? Okay, maybe the network. Sometimes you might be seeing someone there, and the network has actually yanked them off. Um, we want to appreciate everyone for coming by. If you're watching online, I want to thank you. We need you to drop your own submission too. Dr. Shegun Shundairo have Monday meetings every Monday where he inspire a lot of realtors. He has produced a lot of mentees that have now they are now mentors to other mentees. And he's a nation builder. He shares freely, you understand, and he's a supporter of humanity. Anything that will add value. He mentioned it when he was coming in, he said anything good that will add value, you will always find him there. You understand? And he's a very hardworking. When you listen to his story, the story has always been inspiring. And I want everyone to follow him on all his social media and do. You understand? And anytime he's coming up, Agview Investment Limited will be 15 years this year, and with about 29 estates right now. And this man here is the ambassador for quality and affordable homes in the whole of Africa. And he said he's ready to produce his kind in every community. This is the personal conversation we had. And he's saying that I'm ready to duplicate another Shegun Oshundairo in every local government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Not just that, I'm ready to replicate Shegun Oshundairo in the 54 African nations. And he said, not just that, I'm ready to replicate myself in the world. I said, wow. He said he's ready to give it out because he has gotten it, and he doesn't want to leave this earth with all of those things, experience and all of that. He wants to actually die empty, emptying everything he has learned, the mistake, everything. So, and we have a great mentor in him. He's my own mentor too, and he has been mentoring so many people, into the real estate space. He's a giant when it comes to the real estate space. Yeah, most of the time he does not even announce himself. What you understand? He does not even they don't talk. Himself and the MD, Honorable Kigbenro, they are very, very loaded. Silently they have produced billionaires in the real estate world. And silently they have when Dr. Michelle wants to classify the kind of lecture Dr. Shegun Shurairo puts in every Monday in the last 15 years. He said these are more than advanced standard. And that is why anytime even Dr. Michelle is around herself, she will always go there. She has gotten this morning that I would love to be here. I would love to come to she told me that she would love to be at the venue today. So we want to draw the curtain today, and I want to appreciate everyone for showing up today. Want to appreciate um, everyone that has contributed. If you're watching online, we want you to actually drop your own submission on all your social media platform. Want everyone to drop their submission about today's mind surgery. We'll be drawing the curtain now, and by asking, who are we? We are a consortium of professionals or aspiring professionals, technocrats or aspiring technocrats, entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because it gives us the right power, accurate information, because that is the bridge between where we are and where we ought to be. Accurate connection, because to whom we are connected to determines what we collect. We are not just a social media platform with a marketplace, with the best monetization on earth. We are the first nation building social media platform on earth, and it's proudly Nigeria, proudly Africa to the world for nation building. And we just launched the free version, which is backups.org. To join us is free. All of this training, you can get all the details, you know, all the details, from you won't know. This man has once hawk on the road of motion. The man, the surgeon of the day, he hawked bread early in the morning. He will wake up 4 a.m. or before AI. That is an AI personified. You understand? It's a no-brainer. It's what has happened, and you can see what he has metamorphosed into today. He has done a lot of things, and you need to just follow him, and you'll be getting all of these inspired stories. So, having said that, we want you to join the Spark Up for free. If Tennessee can bring the website up, we need your submission on it. Now, between yesterday and today, the language, you can switch to Yoruba language. Yeah, this is the site as it's shown. You can switch to Yoruba language, you can switch to Igbo language, you can switch to Hausa language on the Spark Hub itself. It's free to all. You can create your own hub. You can send a connection request to someone can accept. You can give a follow, somebody can follow you back. The Spark Hub, the Global Cluster SparkHub.org is a no-brainer. It's the real deal. Everyone should be here. Everyone. In my mother's tongue, this SparkHub stands as a LinkedIn. Putting your profile there can equally stand as your LinkedIn and do your Spark Up. It can equally stand as your place where you can communicate with any. You can use it to manage your projects. If you have a project, you create a hub. In the hub, you can share. You can make it private, and discuss with people that are concerned. You understand? Like yesterday, there was a hub created, a gold mining hub. It's a private hub. It's not for everybody. It's strictly for investors on gold mining, and it's strictly for this thing. So you can create hubs as many as possible. You have every professional, every technocrat, and every entrepreneur. Now you have your own platform. This is your platform. So if you're a professional or you are aspiring to become one, you are a technocrat or you're aspiring to become one, you are an entrepreneur or you're aspiring to become one. This is your space. You understand? This is your space where you can chat, you can make calls, you can make video call, you can do voice conferencing. When you send a message to one another, you get it and alert immediately on your email. So it's a no-brainer. It's the real deal. Thank you very much. I appreciate everyone for coming by today. And I want to say, let's meet again in the evening. That is the survival strategies in the new normal by 5 p.m. today. Let's meet again. Let's come and learn how to survive in the new normal. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day ahead. I hope this has inspired you. Let us know at the comment section. And you can watch the full video again on the SparkUps.org. Go to the Spark Up, go to the My Surgery Up. You will see the full video. You can watch that. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye. Bye for now.